Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits only temporarily those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So that's a and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, Nixon Rastafari. War and crime and do the righteousness. Hey, we love. I will love Jaja. I will love Jaja. Yeah, we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I say, watch your man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace, but we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Rastafari. Fight down war and fight. Fight down war and fight. Rastafari, war and fight. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari. We love all. And we love Jah. Me love Jaja. Me love Jaja. Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jaja. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
Good morning, and welcome. It's Tuesday, the 13th of January, 2026. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to irritate you a bit this morning because, you know, the Prime Minister is an irritant, but there are certain things that we need to put on record this morning because we don't want when them pull it down and chop it and change it, we lose anything out of it. So we have to put certain things on record for the Prime Minister this morning. And I'm feeling absolutely sick. It's a side effect from merengue. Whenever time I use merengue and kiwi together, I get a terrible reaction where it makes me feel nauseated and sick for a while. But we'll tagger through the morning, won't we? We have a lot of people to hitch and patch with this morning as well, because people are talking and sometimes I fed up at the talking, even though my job is talking as well. But when people in position of power just talk, it rather winds me up. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Welcome one and all. Thank you for joining us this morning. It is your program, At a Glance, right here on the Global TV Group. Laverne, Lynette Jenkins, Debbie Jervis TV, Marlene Williams, Blessed Woman. Good morning. Barbara Simpson, Miranda Ruddock, Althea Johnson, Althea. Good morning, everyone. Silent listeners, good morning. Could you do us a favor by hit the like button for us, please? Michelle McCoy, good morning. Good morning. Make we jump off with the irritant first. We want to get MPM. We want to get the madman out the way first. Let us get Maddox. There's some news from JIS where we want to put on record. There's some news from JIS where we want to put on record.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, January 9, 2026. Persons whose homes were damaged or destroyed during Hurricane Melissa will start receiving grants to help with rebuilding in the last week of this month. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness made the announcement last Thursday as he met with key government agencies to fine-tune procedures for the rollout of the Hurricane Melissa recovery grants, which is set to launch on January 15.
The meeting that we just concluded determined the various operational procedures that will guide how the program works. The public should know that it is quite a complicated undertaking to ensure that all the different nuances and the different circumstances are captured so that we are in keeping with the laws that govern us even in an emergency.
Approximately 65,000 assessments have so far been conducted, and the ODPEM has advised that approximately 90,000 households have suffered some form of damage. The Prime Minister has said the support will be structured and needs-based, adding that the process is designed to ensure fairness and accountability.
We expect that these payments will take the form of using digital modalities or going through a person's bank accounts or debit cards, whatever is convenient.
Dr. Holness is urging prospective beneficiaries to use the grants for the intended purpose of restoring dwellings. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has reaffirmed the government's support for the Maroon communities. Dr. Holness asserts that as part of Jamaica,
I want you to take note of the divisiveness in the Prime Minister's utterance in regarding to what he's going to say now.
Maroons are entitled to the protection and resources of the state. He was addressing the 288th commemoration of the 1738 treaty between the Leeward Maroons and the British in a compound town, St. Elizabeth, on Tuesday.
The intervention of the government will not be only to repair your roofs. We're going to look at your water situation. I gather there are many water sources around, that there was a water supply system, but somehow that
also made to restore and upgrade the community playfield, increase the number of roofs being repaired, and assist those whose houses were fully destroyed. In addition, the Prime Minister says next week he will be touring adjoining communities that were also impacted by Hurricane Melissa to assess the level of support and restoration needed.
We have a collective sovereignty, one people. There is no need to divide ourselves. In a time of disaster, unity is important.
A renewed call is being made for...
This is what I want to pick up the Prime Minister on. In a time of disaster, unity is important. Since Chief Curry been elected Prime Minister, you had no interest in having any interaction with him. It has been a face-off, literally. The People's National Party, since Melissa, have been calling for national unity in how we coordinate around the Melissa relief, rebuild, and recovery and rebuilding. But it strikes me that you don't want to have that unity with the opposition, and all of a sudden, Chief Curry and the Maroons, where you never have unity with, there's a way be a 180 term, not even understand degree. A 180 this our way be. But it may find it weird if the Prime Minister is about unity. Unity means everybody coming on board, Prime Minister. Bring on the Maroon, the opposition, civil society. That would have make sense. But up until now, the body that people have been asking you to set up as an oversight with government, opposition, civil society, private sector, and everybody, to date, only just a buck shuffle and a go on so. But all of a sudden, you have a turnaround where you want to unite with the Maroon. What about the rest of Jamaica, Prime Minister? What about the opposition and the government working together so we have things done better, where we have more ideas to sort through and put the best forward as to what can alleviate the situation? Look at how the shelter galanging, the homelessness, the food distribution or the lack of food distribution from the government. I mean, if we have a more coordinated structure, the same structure we use in an election campaign, we will find and know where everybody there. Why we couldn't unify and use that approach? Violet Watson, how you do? Charlotte Graham, Arlene Scott. Why we couldn't unify and use that approach? But it strikes me that you know, want to unify the country, you just want to unify with the Maroon them for whatever reason. All of a sudden, I'm not against unity. It's the way you are going about it. It's the way you are going about it. You talk out of your mouth, yes, and you talk out of your mouth, there, so. Anyway, make we continue because we want to put more things on record.
Youth, especially young men, to reject crime and violence as the country enters a new era of peace and opportunity. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness made the call while expressing
Bear with. There was a little malfunction there.
concerns for the loss of young lives.
If you are in any way mixed up with crime, violence, take yourself out of that. That is the advice that I give. Different era now.
The Prime Minister is encouraging.
What does that mean, Prime Minister? A different era now. You remember one of those young police boy when he was pulling the gentleman out of his car and abusing him. He said something similar to that. What was the actual word? A different. Debbie, you would remember that word. Oh God, what was the phrase that he used? But it's a similar phrase to what the Prime Minister have used a few days ago. A different era now. And we are seeing that different era of policing, literally, where it's not the criminals only that are losing their lives or at risk of losing their lives. But how can we say they're criminals when we don't see the evidence? When the evidence based on why they were killed is not, he said it's a different time now. Either a different time now or a different way now. Something like that, but it was very similar. It was very similar to what the Prime Minister says. And in fact, we're seeing the unstoppable one, John Genius Honodo. We are seeing the different era and the different behavior in policing. Because you can no longer say, I am not involved in crime, so I don't have anything to be worried about when I see the police. It's literally just not that. Sometimes the one them were involved in the untowardness and the wrongdoing have a better relationship with the police than a lot of us who would stay on the straight and narrow. So what the Prime Minister exactly mean is something for us to find out. But we are seeing a different era in crime fighting and lawless enforcement.
Young men to pursue success through lawful means, emphasizing that legitimate opportunities exist for personal and economic advancement.
What I would want for you as a young man, I want you to get to be able to drive your fancy car or ride your bike or all of that. But I want you to get it by legal means, not by crime and violence. So I'm encouraging all our young men in particular to turn away from gangs, turn away from violence. There will be and there is enough opportunities in Jamaica for work for you to be able to fulfill yourself without being involved in violence.
That's a hard pill to swallow, Prime Minister. When you tell them that you want them to get success through legal means, I agree with that. The messenger, though, Prime Minister, the message is not my problem. It's the messenger. Well, most Jamaican Prime Minister knows that you get your success to wayward meanings, Prime Minister, which have you in front of the court for fraudulent election, tax evasion, and illicit enrichment. That's a hard pill to swallow coming from you when most Jamaicans youth, Prime Minister, will look on you and say, hey, get rich just so. Get rich just so. Ota tu dege taxi. Then the other part, Prime Minister, which was a blatant lie, because and also deception going on. That was a blatant lie. When you told them that there is enough opportunity in Jamaica for them to work and make good of themselves, what I would ask you to do, name me upon your finger and tell me which part the job and the job opportunities so these young people can go get them, Prime Minister. Jamaica young people will work. St. Elizabeth were just pop down, you know. The Prime Minister there and tell the people them say there's enough job opportunity. Okay, so if St. Elizabeth pop down, job down, Mandeville job, Westmoreland pop down to a lot of Westmoreland, barring, I don't know. But for the $15,000 Prime Minister, Opal, oh you do. For the $15,000, how far you think them can go look for those job opportunity? For the $15,000 Prime Minister, you say them go work and make themselves successful. For the $15,000, I hit my nurse and the teacher and the doctor and all of them are run with and them not the part. The scarce benefit and spoils minimum wage. Remember Nigel run, you know? Then if job opportunity there, Nigel run. And so much job opportunity there, Jamaica. Prime Minister, the $15,000, how much a minimum wage? 15 or 16, how much ever it be below where you can survive, pan. How much ever it be in a Jamaica, it is below what you can survive on. The Prime Minister say there's enough job for no work and make good on ourselves. What I would ask the Prime Minister, can you help us to find those jobs? Tell us where they are. If we take we foot go there, we will go, but we want to know where they end there, because our problem is you keep saying that there's job, anybody no want to work, and them no want job. Where there? Prime Minister, where is it? Now, for those people in the surrounding of Black River who used to work at Black River, party people, black, where them a go now, Prime Minister? Over Junction full, you know, Santa Cruz full. Where should they go and look for the job? And if they go out of St. Elizabeth, Prime Minister, how far you think the 15,000 or whatever minimum wage it is can take them, Prime Minister? And I tell them, say, they feel work and make well of themselves, enough job opportunity there for them work and make well of themselves. That wasn't a deception, Prime Minister. That was a blatant lie. Even when the country never popped down, even when it never popped down, we never have the job we are talking about. Oh, well, I mean, if it's about picking up debris and clearing rubbish, we have a lot of that in Western Jamaica at the moment, Prime Minister, don't we? But the job we are talking about, the job opportunities that are there for young people, Prime Minister, help us to identify them. Tell us in what sector they are, Prime Minister. People can't even hustle again. Hustling what poor people used to do, we can't do it again. Because hustling become a burden to you know. Market stall become a burden to you know. Street vendor become a burden to you know. Taxi man become a burden to you know. Dance and night time become a burden to you know. What we fit do? What do you want us to do? And then the Prime Minister turn around to tell we, say, there's enough job. Island girl, how are you? There's enough job opportunity. Prime Minister, help us to identify them. If you help us to identify them, a lot of our young people will go, when I hit the like button, I want me to cuss. There's enough job opportunity, Prime Minister, but we don't know where they are. Because where we live, they're not there. And we don't know if we will figure find them. The $15,000 or $16,000 can carry we go there and carry we back. This man and him mouth. This man and him mouth, when he turn up and talk to Jamaicans, him talk to we like we just born yesterday and we dumb and we back a wall. And when you're talking, sorry, get them run out and dribble over you. And I know, say, they mouth water smell.
Dr. Holness argues that as a nation, we should never allow ourselves to be defined by violence, while expressing hope in the progress now being made to return to peace. He was.
Are you talking to Dr. Chang or us? Because most of the gun we import in our country was done by the Minister of National Security. Most of the illegal guns imported to our country was done by the Minister of National Security. The Minister of National Security is highly involved in gang. The US CISO, Canada CISO, the British CISO, Jamaica Police CISO. So who are you talking to, Prime Minister? We are Dr. Chang. Because Dr. Chang, Prime Minister, anybody can tell you, Dr. Chang is one of the biggest violence producer in our country. The name want to brand pan bigger than, and a lot of the young men them want to kill. Why don't you all turn your gun at Dr. Chang? Remember Dr. Chang carrying 200 gun a month? Pamela Akola, how you do? Remember Dr. Chang carrying 200 gun a month. Remember Dr. Chang carrying gun by the container load. And I'm not talking about legal guns as the Minister of National Security. High-powered rifles. So me don't know if we are talk to already. But anyway, Andrew Honest, what happened to Chang? In dead or in living, it wouldn't matter to us if he's not here, you know, so you can't tell we. It wouldn't really matter to we. Some of us would run out on the street and have party like when Margaret Thatcher did in England. We're not afraid to celebrate the dead. Some don't want to hold up the news about. Is he in the country? What is his health status at the moment? Will Dr. Chang be able to return to work? And will Dr. Chang role be replaced? Andrew just going to continue to have it under pretense that Dr. Chang no better? Or is it that Andrew just lay off Dr. Chang and just, we need to know we are paying him. We are paying him, so we need to know the status of Dr. Chang. He's the so-called Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security. We have a right to know at least the general status of Dr. Chang. If Dr. Chang will be able to return to work. Or if Dr. Chang needs to be euthanized. Anyway. I wonder, hold on there. Who said this? Althea. I wonder if the Americans have given a directive to put Chang on the back seat and we get a health. Because just before Dr. Chang operation, if it wasn't an emergency, Dr. Chang was all about the place, hippity patching and all about. So we don't know if the American them give a directive, you have to move Chang from crime fighting. You cannot have a criminal fighting crime. But then it's still a criminal fighting crime. And you don't know better than Chang.
Addressing their compound celebrations on Tuesday. World Athletics has donated $100,000 to assist.
Thief in Babsy. Thief in Babsy, we know your thief just like Andrew. In fact, you help for chain Andrew to become a thief, Miss Grange. We are watching you. We are watching you and Sebastian. The money where Sebastian go to Babsy, make sure say the money spent for the reason. Because we hear the Prime Minister walk and talk. I don't know if Jamaica people are listening to the Prime Minister. I don't know if Jamaica people are listening to the con artists when the con artists talk. The Prime Minister keep talking about resilience building for meet another hurricane. Put another hurricane out of the picture. But the Prime Minister found the money come. The Prime Minister talk about resilient building here, resilient building there, resilient building there. Out of which money, Prime Minister? Out of the national budget or out of the disaster money? Because the disaster money, Prime Minister, have to spend on the disaster area. We don't hear talk about the people them all now, you know. We hear talk about everything except for the people them. So I don't understand. I really don't understand. Maybe me just fool. So Babsy, we are watching on the money we want to collect. A long time I know on a youth platform on TikTok where keep we up to date with all of what they collect. We need to go by the till they go look. Because him do a count up every time. But Babsy, we keep with eye because you are one of the, you have been given a portfolio to grow and collect. and solicit money in a Babsy Grange. And I know we not here own no money portion out for the people in a disaster zone, but we're here for all sort of come out in Galangin. Marcia Thomas, how you do?
Track and field programs in Jamaica that were impacted by Hurricane Melissa. The announcement was made by World Athletics President Lord Sebastian Coe during a press conference at the Jamaica Athletic.
So all our people in the sport world, where whatever damage foot Babsy Grange get 100,000 US for Sebastian. My mother, how are you? Quang, how you doing? Babsy get 100,000 US for Sebastian. So you can contact Babsy office, the Culture and Sport Ministry, for any little help. No me tell you say they not have no money because World Athletic send money come give them for help, all right? So we keep record of all of the money we want to walk and gather up. And all know we don't hear we name call.
Administrative Association, J3A's headquarters in Kingston on Wednesday. Lord Coe says the organization is committed to supporting Jamaica's recovery and is exploring additional ways to assist.
So what have I learned from my visit? I've learned that there are things that World Athletics can help with. We have expertise, we have experience, we have the ability to recruit external teams and agencies to come to the table to help.
He says World Athletics will look to assist with wider hurricane relief efforts through a 5K run to be staged in Kingston in April. Lord Coe recently concluded a 3-day visit to Jamaica, during which he met with Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and Minister of Sport Olivia Grange. Minister Grange welcomed the show of support from World Athletics.
I just want to again thank Lord Coe for starting off.
Me not tell no lies still. Me not tell no lie. But Babsy need forget one of them man where woman will work a parlor where the dead people them make up for do fear because me say dead people with better makeup than Babsy Grange. Me not lie about it.
The year in Jamaica. His first work day was in Jamaica. And
all right. Clap for Sebastian Coe. Clap for Sebastian Coe, Babsy. His first work day was in Jamaica. What was special about it? What is there to be applauded? What is there to be happy about? Clap for Sebastian Coe. Damn idiot.
We look forward to your continued support.
Wednesday's press conference marked the end of Lord Coe's official visit to the island. And finally, the National Fisheries Authority, NFA, has opened applications for conch fishing licenses and the allocation of individual catch quotas ahead of the 2026 conch fishing season. The 2026 season begins on March 1, and the authority says the deadline for the submission of applications from both industrial and artisanal fishers is Friday, January 30. Application forms, along with the required information packages, are available for purchase at a cost of $500 at the information desk.
Application forms for $500. But for the people of especially St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland, want to make sure you go get on a conch license because want to know so that's a way to pick up on yourself at the moment, get like a business in the conch business, both on know where go catch conch or both on know where roast or steam or cook conch. So make sure you get on a thing up and running so you can pick up back on yourself. Now, man, how you do? You can pick up back on yourself because although the Prime Minister said there's enough job for we do and keep ourselves out of problem, we don't know where to find them. So, we know what we little hustling them be. So just put on yourself in a the frame. For the hustle. There was a demonstration yesterday for the young Jaden Smith who has gone missing, we believe dead, because unless he's been kidnapped and taken away by a family or whatever, then he wouldn't have survived Melissa in the outer world there in Manchester. So we have reason to believe he was murdered. But there was a demonstration yesterday. The one that was planned for Boxing Day didn't really bear fruit, you see. But this one, people turn out, and we have just a little clip, a few seconds of what happened in Mandeville yesterday. I hope the people can keep the momentum up so that we can continue to prioritize our missing children, prioritize and continue to call out the violence against women and children in our country. Something where we don't see the government put effort into dealing with, because crime fighting in our country is about turning the gun at the suspect. Now, remember earlier on, last year, Dr. Chang said there's very little value in police shooting incident with when it comes to wearing body-worn camera. Dr. Chang was saying there's very little, Keith Matthews, value that it would produce in an investigation. We know that's not true. We know, Horace Chang, that is not true. Because we see oftentimes US police get called out, get themselves in problem because of those same body-worn cameras. It also forces police to behave in a more civil manner, Chang, when they're dealing with the public. It also, Chang, will stop them from carrying out, if deployed properly, will prevent a lot of these extrajudicial killing. We will have more arrests, Gloria Morris, how are you? And more people process through the legal system rather than it's a turn your gun. But for last year, we keep hearing both the procurement. That thing always irritates me, even when I was working in the private sector. As a senior staff, if I'm short of staff and I need a temporary staff from the agency, I have to go through a string. I have to go through my line manager. My line manager have to go through his general manager. And until I get the email over a document to me, which is called the PO, the purchase order, I cannot pick up the phone and call the agency and ask them to supply me a staff. This is how procurement wastes time and keep up time because of the long string where you have to go through. But when it comes to what they want to do for themselves, such as the air conditions in Parliament, such as the refurbishing of the members' lounge in Parliament, we can sidestep the procurement rules. We can sidestep the procurement rules on those reasons. But when it comes to body-worn cameras, we have been given tons and tons of excuse. There's no value in them. Our system is not designed to deal with them data-wise. We have to do this and we have to do that. And every time we have a police shooting where identifiably it turned out that the police have killed an innocent man, we have the same old procurement. We are procuring. Why you don't throw salt and pepper on it and curry and come with it? Because what we are not getting is any solution. We're only getting arguments every time the police carry out a murder. We call them extrajudicial execution or summary execution. And I'll tell you the difference of the two. Because that is what is going on in our country. That is what is going on in our country. Now, a summary execution, the killing of a person accused of a crime without a proper fair trial, often by authorities or paramilitary groups, occurring in wartime or peacetime, and considered a war crime or a political persecution, involving immediate death or offenses like refusing surrender or for political reasons. Bypassing legal processes, it stems from summary justice or for minor offenses, but usually refer to unlawful killing, like the drumhead court, material or battle killing violating international law. And then extrajudicial executions, rather be execution, or you can call it execution or killing, it doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. Now, extrajudicial execution or extrajudicial killing or extra legal killing, you can call it any of those. That's the deliberate killing of an individual by the state or by the state authorities such as police, military, or government agents, or with their complicity, tolerance, or acquaintances, without the sanction of legal process or a fair trial. Those are the instances of crime fighting that we are experiencing in our country. Extrajudicial execution and summary execution. The government is carrying out both. It is very dangerous, people, because now we're not safe. or children are not safe, or family are not safe. And when it comes to putting the measures in place that would give us more protection, that would hold back the police anger and personal feeling in law enforcement, we never all you do. The government continues to push back when it not make no sense. It a procure, or our system is not designed to do bullshit and all of that. I mean, you know the amount we can store in the cloud? Do you know the amount of information we can store in the cloud for free? When una have free money, una, Lord Jesus, sometime una make me head pain, me. Whoa, we and Mr. Chuck. We and Mr. Chuck. JCF has now 100 body-worn cameras. Now, Delroy Chuck says he wants the murder rate to decline by 50% for 2026. T-Chef morning. My question to Minister Chuck, because I know we not hear the Justice Minister, nor the Shadow Justice Minister, nor the Shadow Human Rights Minister. Nobody don't see what we are seeing in the country in regards to the human rights violation carried out by the police and the army in our country. Oh, Jamaica people, look how Black River people are tell we, oh, Black River police, Newtown people are tell we, oh, Black River police are harass them. And Chuck and the government all know they can't sit down and put their head together and give away a crime plan, barring killing off our children. Delroy Chuck need to tell us what is that plan. Is it to slaughter more? Because that's how the government claim to have taken down the crime figure, is by walk and slaughtering innocent young man, putting fear in everybody. Jamaicans don't feel any safer. They're afraid of the police as much as they're afraid of the gunman them. And based on the killing of innocent young man, a lot of people fear the police more than fear the gunman them. But Delroy Chuck want the crime figure go down, and Delroy Chuck don't put no crime plan forward. Delroy Chuck, as the minister of fuckery, beg no pardon. What we would have want to see you, Justice Minister or Fuckery Minister, we would have want to see you have an interest in crime go down in the security forces. Drunker, you know, see the crime, you know, see the amount of drugs and gun, racketeering and scamming with the police and the soldier them in a junk. Because we you come out for dog shit. Dog shit. Step on you out a road. Make a way you come out for Paul Johnson, or you do. Make a way you come out for this man, Delroy Chuck. No, when you look on the rate of crime in the security forces, then just get catch left, right, and center of a gun and drugs. Darrell, you know about the drugs with the top farm man they catch with? Because we know you turn up on Dr. Tufton, you know anything, because we know you and Darrell Vaz love turn up on beach at night time. And we know jugs normally walk on beach at night time. No know about it. Because I can't the police one. Hmm? I can't the police one. In this a big old drug racketeer in here. So why Delroy Chuck no come out, contact say he would have want to see crime fighters keep the law rather than crime fighter. Andrew Holness, come here. Labor rights morning. Me no one not like me, but me go talk to them nicely. The extrajudicial and summary executions that we have always been talking about. Some of you all are the greatest pushbackers on it and say that we are protecting criminals and all of that. But do you think these police and soldiers should be shot as well? Hmm? Do you think these police and soldiers should meet their judge or maker as well? Or end up in a van back or church because they're no better than the criminal out there that you all lauded and tell with every day say, we'll walk and protect. Florence Hamilton, how are you? Althea Wilson. Hmm? You are no better than them. The police them will get catch for the illegal gun. The police and soldiers them will get catch for the gun and drugs. Oh, you not say nothing about that, Justice Minister. How is it that when Jamaica young people say the police and soldier them want to pay for enforce the law, now uphold the law? You think to say you can go to it comfortable for young youth take instruction from criminal police? Listen, we have rogues. We have a rogue law enforcement system. Kerry Spence, morning, Miranda Ruddock. We have a rogue law enforcement system. So you can't have criminal out here I walk with drugs and gun every day. I involved in a scamming. I turn up and I watch Dr. Changa unload the container 200 AK and can't do nothing about it. Then I come out and tell we say, we don't want them to kill her 50% more or we pick them this year. Why you don't go kill Dr. Chang? Why you don't go kill the police and soldier them who out there produce crime, violence and crime? Police and soldiers are some of the biggest and politicians and the business community are the biggest violence producers in our country. Because poor people they don't have money to buy the drugs and gun. We're involved in a crime in our country. So we don't try to come fool we like we're idiots. We always come offload of things from poor people like we inherit criminal behaviors. Come on, you all paid for it. You all fund it. You all look away so it can pass through. You all take bribes to look the other way. So make we all the time when you come out here lecture like somebody. Politician are criminal. Police are criminal. Soldier are criminal. And allow we make we be criminal in peace too. And allow we make we be criminal in peace. Because Pat can't look pancake and say you're too black. I know we produce crime in Jamaica. Crime produced by government, private sector, business community, police and soldier. I don't buy guns, gang. I don't rent car. Badly. How much car you rent get gunman, my girl? My girl, how much cars Babsy arranged? So you don't call up with name. You don't come out your control word for we because we know no dirty deeds. Babsy a two young man get shot in a car. And when we check out here, you rent the car them, Babsy Grange. I never done poor mother out a road. I never know poor man, Babs Green, don't make me talk for you this man in a criminal woman. So when you don't come out here and a true word, member say, we know which part on a skeleton bury. Out of the woman we aligned with gunman. Don't even talk about the nasty pedophile mania. Well, up until now, Delroy Chuck, the rapist, Delroy Chuck, the pedophile, said, if a man rape you or molest you, and you can't pluck up the courage to talk about it in a 6 months, forget about it. Forget it. This is what this bastard said to women in our country. And this pedophile of a minister come out and I come tell you, we say him want 50% more we pick them get slaughtered this year. Have you seen how much of we picnic Andrew Holness shoot down Delroy Chuck? Why don't you release the sex offenders register, Mr. Chuck? Delroy Chuck, who you protect on the sex offenders register? Wicked Delroy. Why you don't go shoot at a Babsy? Why you don't go shoot at a Chang? Why you don't go shoot at a Darrell Vaz with the holy pa drugs and the holy pa gun? Why are we? Why you don't go shoot at a Desmond McKenzie? Wait. Before Melissa, the police them have to go clear Rona 214 with Desmond McKenzie have the holy high-powered rifle them pack up. Why don't go call? Why are we all the while? Why are we all the while that we don't take step on? What is the problem? Dr. Chang needs to be shot. Because if Dr. Chang is being shot, we'd have less illegal guns coming into our country. Darrell Vaz need to be shot as well. Because we would have less drugs and guns coming into our country and leave with children them alone. Leave with children them alone and go turn gun pound yourself. The gun them want to buy and kind of the country. You know how much drugs cost? You know how much drugs transshipment costs? What poor people picking it? Donald Trump and Andrew Holness, sodomites of the throne. What poor people picking it? To get money for involving in the drugs transshipment we want to talk about. Drugs shipment, ask Britain about it. Ask the Bank of England and nothing to do with we. It's how the Bank of England make their money. It's how governments around the world fund themselves through drug dealing. We not take we out of the fuckery. We're victim of circumstances. The youths of the ghetto are not criminals. Believe you me, they're not. They are victims of circumstances. They are victims of social engineering. They are not criminals. The criminals are the 21 family who run our country. The criminal, a PNP and labor right in our country. Hey, don't make me break away from this morning. Leave poor people pick me alone. Leave poor people pick me alone. Because all I can plan for do every day is kill we. And I hit me gonna kill bigger than because I don't like when people talk out. You can't silence me. I have to cut out the tongue. Cut out my tongue and still write it and tick it up and light posts out there. Because this is the Prime Minister's vested interest in putting fear in our way to violence and summary and extrajudicial execution. Prime Minister, it now got tone me down. You can only die once. And after you kill me once, what next? My silence will not be seen as an okay for what going on in our country. Fear Me walk late tonight, me walk in a cemetery and them something that bother me. Me live in a house. Me house where me live in here. Count 4 people come here and say dopey in my house, and all 4 people describe him exactly the same. An old African looking man will look sick, will always go from my bedroom to the bathroom. People run out of my house because of that. Them something that bother me. So, Prime Minister, if I fear the war where you declare upon we, if I fear, Prime Minister, if I fear, them something that bother me when Evans sit down and sleep and grave, them something that bother me. If I fear, Prime Minister, you are going to use against me, you are going to have to try something else. And more Jamaicans are come out of their skin and I call you out for what you is. Because you run a criminal operation in our country, Prime Minister. You run racketeering in our Prime Minister. The handling of Melissa exposes you. The work on collecting of Melissa money while not assisting the people who need it, Prime Minister. The world is watching. All that we see. We stand up, Prime. You know why we're not going to stay silent this time? Remember how no silence we in a COVID while on our thief left, right, and center and a plot all sort of schemes to kill we off? The easy jerk, all you do. Remember? Remember how Dr. Tufton get rich? Andrew, remember how you getting a money problem fund then? I found then your money problem just shoot up, so you know. You were ballooned out of poor people. Devastation and disaster. While you lock us down, some of we could even compound with veranda. Turn on your yard. Government say, you remember that little girl? What it asked him, mother? Government say, on if you turn on your yard. Well, she up on road, you know. While Andrew Holness and Chris Tufton was stealing, no, you see how much person and in the cookie jar. You have Kamina Darrell and Dana. You have Andrew Purnell and Desmond. You have Matthew, Nesta, and Floyd. And remember the chinket and gimblets that comes with them as their state ministers and all of these EFRIs. You see the amount of money that is going to go out of the public coffers where poor people now go get the help because everybody's going to walk away a multi-millionaire. Just like how Andrew Holness and Chris Tufton walk out of COVID as multi-millionaire. You understand? PNP, how much contract can I go get out of this? How much you get paid for keeping them out quiet, PNP? Because you know quiet, you know. We don't even know if PNP still exists, if they're in Jamaica, or if they are still the opposition. PNP, man in PNP, you know, all right? You know still the boat? Maybe somebody need to knock a old kerosene pan over the PNP them head. Because right now, they end up a flatter like a half-dead fowl. Anybody see the PNP? Because the PNP, them look like them alone. Andrew Fair just a stealing. PNP, look here. Remember, you know, we do the work. PNP, we do the work. The success where you get there now, you know. The 28 less than 14 PNP. We do the work in a media land out here, so. And what have you all done? Turn up the heater and jar quilt. Turn up the heater, PNP, jar quilt, rain fall. And you know the thing that Jamaica do when rain fall. Nothing suits us better than sleeping when rain. Wouldn't you say PNP gone to bed? Somebody knock a kerosene pan over their head, then please. Or somebody give them little sugar and water. You know, when we drop down, the first thing anybody around come with is a little sugar and water. Because sugar, you should know say sugar and water is a medicine in our country. No? Sugar and water and ginger tea or seriously tea are some of the biggest medicine in our country. Maybe, or we could give them some meringue, you know, make them shit out the foolishness out of them. And then we feel revived. Give them 10 meringue seed each with some warm water. When they done shit, then stop being fucking stupid. Because people not act stupid right now, you know. Because the country are broke down. There's so much popping off left, right, and center. We in a Vagalanya can't even keep up with what going on. But we need help. PNP. We know say they duct tape over on the mouth in a parliament. But what happened to outer road here, so? We don't see how we nice and cantankerous. No, we don't see how we nice and cantankerous out here. Nice and cantankerousism is a part of being an opposition, you know. Being noisy and cantankerous is a part of being an opposition. But the uptown where Mark Golden car we go and no so we can't afford to live up there. Mark Golden meet with on a crossroad. All right, we know you know like the hustle and bustle at downtown, but meet with a crossroad. Mark Golden, cause the uptown, you know we're afraid of heights. Up our your car we gone. Mark Golden too high for we. We're afraid of heights. Because the classism where the PNP play, that's not Jamaica's politics. We love you, Portia Simpson. Portia Simpson, we really love you because the fuckery where Andrew Holness get away with Mark Golden and his silence, lamb to the slaughterism. Not with our Portia. Should I rather chutney you? Now make you get away with the friggery where Andrew are going with at the moment. Mark Golden and the PNP. The bright people, them away. Oh, the PNP, they're bright. Oh, the tons of fucking dunce now, begging a pardon. I feel talk. Kind of bad at me. With the bright boys and bright girls. Head boys and head girls, front of the class, PNP, one of them. Because your voices are all silenced. No Dr. Dawes, no Isaac Buchanan, no Dayton Campbell. Damian Crawford, do you still exist? Jesus. Hey, I wonder for the merengue cast this morning. I can't about my business, you know. Because if I stay out here this morning, I shall certainly get myself in problem. If I were to stay out here this morning, Damian Crawford, and has anyone seen Damian? Damian! Has anyone seen Damian Crawford? Oh, how we wanted Damian Crawford to be back in the House of Representatives. But your mouth sound louder when you didn't have Senate Damian Crawford. Talk truth, globalist. A lie, me and tell. If me tell lie, no can tell me, no. Me no mind. Yes, me tell lie. But Damian mouth did stronger in the Senate, don't? Talk truth. Me no happy with all the PNP them gone so silent. There's too much in the country. The Prime Minister, the PNP should not have a press conference every Monday morning. All of these shadow people that are shadowing these bangarangs and boogie-yaga. Bono de. And the reason why we're going to shadow position for torment Pernell Charles, for torment Nesta, for torment Camille, Whoa, not there. Somebody mix a cup of sugar and water there, please. Show PNP. We don't need something. I don't know if I lack of energy or what's it or rather what. But PNP say we can't take a break because we don't do the opposition, so we have to out here. I do it every day. We're tired. Jesus Christ. All my mother must get up out her grave and I say, leave the people them alone. You know, say, oh, the labor rights them go under me frack every other day. Me tired. Me don't know about honor. Me don't know about honor. But me tired. The fact that Mark Golden them not talk about nothing. The fact that they not tackle nothing. They not on a problem with nothing. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Am I wrong or am I wrong? The fact that they're not voicing concerns on a day-to-day basis, on a regular basis, it means they have no problem. It means they approve of the government handling of whatever the nonsense the government is doing. So where the problem is, are you saying that PNP, Damian Crawford, are you still here? Can you hear us, Damian? We know Dr. Campbell is busy, silently busy, but Dr. Campbell is very busy. Me don't know what to do anymore. Because we want, me tell you, say, PNP over there so do them thing, Labour over there so do them thing, and Jamaica in the middle suffer. PNP did so, I get rich. Labour did so, I get rich. And Jamaicans in the middle suffering. Look how much are going in the country. Doing how you do. Look how much are going in the country. And PNP don't see it. So if a problem or content we vlogger want, when we come out here and address these issues. Melvin Spence, the extrajudicial killing. That's why you were given a human rights shadow position. But we're not hearing nothing. Even for now, whisper like a harder. You know the only reason now, man, make me kind of cut Dr. Campbell a little loose. But it need to be more vocal. Dr. Campbell is taking up a lot on the ground in his constituency. I understand that. He's very pressured. But there is a voice. It doesn't take 10 minutes. You can put out a video for 10 minutes explaining a situation, highlighting an issue. The PNP base don't know what to think right now. Because we depend on our own out here. I'm not impressed one bit since September 3rd. I've not been impressed one single bit with the PNP since September 3rd. Because the walkout of Parliament was a staging. Because if it is, they could have taken more drastic action by refusing to support the government legislative agenda. But they're still there hitchhiking in silence. Mine members say kidnapping is a part of hitchhiking. You're likely to be kidnapped while hitchhiking, PNP. So continue hitchhiking across the island. Continue hitchhiking And think to say when there's another election, me a put out no effort for no, me a beat on equally. Me a big stone for big stone round here. PNP and Labour right. Big stone for big stone. Me not complicit in the destruction of our country. And PNP and JLP is the destruction of Jamaica. Me not complicit in that. Me a talk. Me a turn up. And me not protect no now no. Me not be no surrogate for no now no. Because both of you come out of the game rich. Both of you come out of the game handsomely. We still the pan bumbuckler dot round here. Look at us. Just look round and look pan we. We still the pan dot. Game over. Then a game with the now no. Me then a game with no now no. Game over. No poor politician amongst we. Politician no walk amongst we and turn poor. Politician walk amongst we and get rich, wealthy, businesses, property portfolio, multi-million dollars in their account that they cannot explain. Shell companies here, shell companies there, foundations to swindle the people's tax money. Look how we road and water. Lord Jesus. Gleaner, not Gleaner, TVJ asked a question yesterday on their Facebook. I spent so much time laughing when it comes to the answers that people gave. I can't even find the same thing now, but it was in relation to the roads in your community. And my God, the answers from the people, the government need to read it. Labour and PNP need to hear it is. Here it is. What's the condition of the roads in your community? Listen to what some of the people them say. The question you should ask, Pamela Knight, so the question you should ask should be what's left of the roads in our community? Tavia said, not even know if road did it. Peter Carter said, road? What road? Pamela said, road that is at Belvedere at Chuck. Roads, Portia said, roads, I have not seen them in over 2 years. Lataya says, they all are pools, no road. Claude said, no road, more like riverbed. The government, Rose said, not even donkey cat deserve them road. The government need to go up on TVJ, on Facebook, go read what Jamaicans are saying. And this is one of the things where we feel look and say, neither Labour nor PNP is beneficial to us. Because both Labour and PNP use the road against we all the while. We're going to give you a road, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you that. It has never surfaced. May have 45 good years of memory. I mean, we say every one of them had the same promise there. And we are still walking on mud track, riverbed, mud lane, dirt lane, road with craters. Lord, don't even bother ask after what Melissa do to them. After what Melissa do to them, we need to beg God to make we grow a wing. We get faster where we want to go. Because not even walk Jamaica road them can't walk on anymore. never mind drive. You understand the amount, you see the amount of accident we are going? You see the amount of accident we are going? But Jamaica people, you don't care about yourself, Lord Jesus. If I say another set of people don't care about themselves, you don't have road, and in a rain, you not drive fast on road. I see we all done some aid worker died with the in St. Elizabeth, There was a nasty accident in St. Elizabeth the other day that killed a few people, aid workers involved. We don't have road, we don't drive fast or go. By the way, we don't have to go do what we don't have to drive so fast. We don't have roads. And rain a fall. And still a drive fast. Make it make sense. You not protect yourself and you not look out for yourself neither. You know the danger won't exist in a. It's the same thing every day. We get up and we protect politicians. You can't call Mark Golding and Andrew name on social media so somebody not come wrong with tackle you. Two of the richest man in Jamaica who barely able to pay attention to us right now. But make we call their name and see if somebody for Mark Golding not come out for tear down or somebody for Andrew Holness not come out for tear down. And they are generally hungry people. Because they couldn't be so angry if they don't hungry. They couldn't be so angry if they, because these hungry and angry PNP and labor rights, we are a voice for you. The voice we're unafraid to be. That's the voice we are in media land. But on a prioritize on a politician. That's why a politician will never do anything for you because they are the priority. You don't say when they go in there themselves, they fix. An idiot. Someone who need. God, I want to take a look on for this one. You know the big marble what we do call bogey? You know the big marble what we do call bogey? I don't know one thing I like someone on a forehead. You don't need something hard. For lick in the forehead we're tougher than Ebe. When you not gonna start look after yourself, Jamaica people. Farming no. Yes, the steel marble. Steely. Farming no. You not look at a politician. When you not go pay attention to yourself, Jamaica. Now, this is a serious question if we ask ourselves as a country. When are we going to prioritize ourselves? We have never done so as a people. It's always our favorite politicians. When are we going to prioritize ourselves? When are we going to say, it's my time now? It is my turn now. No, sir. We just have to go back to Hellbrook, sir. And poor, sir. Because we don't hope figure heaven, and someone not going to be in shock. When we want to reach, we don't see the devil sit down and cut in 10. We not go in shock. So sit down and wait for the milk and honey and don't get up and do for yourself. And don't say everybody there and do for yourself and use as a tool to and as a step for step over and get where they want to go. On a silent PNP, we're set for one another election I go come. I've been a whole year the morning. You reach where you go yet? We're set for no. On a PNP, we know another election cycle will come on. We're going to set for no. Ladybug! Everybody look. Ladybug is back. Ladybug morning, you know how long we are wonder about you. But may I tell them, say, a St. Elizabeth you live, isn't it? Not at all at airport. And the situation in St. Elizabeth Power Network and everything is dire. But welcome, Ladybug, welcome back, because we've been always checking out and looking out for you. But me tell them you're in just constituency, aren't you? Me tell them say is power and reception. A power and reception a hampered you. But welcome back, welcome back. How Melissa cheat you? How Melissa cheat you? Boy, we St. Elizabeth mash up. Wanna just get back light. Thank goodness for that. Party. Well, party now fix anytime soon anyway. Party people accept the light and water situation. To be honest, them know say them always the back of the line. Them know them always the back of the line. So I think to a degree we accept that. But it's about Pelican Bar getting back up and running, because that will bring a little back, some business and life back to the community, because a lot of tourists coming in will be spending at Pelican Bar, spending at those local shops and bars within the area. So we hope Pelican Bar should be up and running soon. So that should bring back some economy in a party. But I think party people to a degree accept that it is what it is. But it's very terrible across St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland especially. But good to know that you're okay and you make it through and you get back power on your back. They are working fast on it with. Yes, I've been told that Sharon, how you do? That you know the guy who run Lola's on Crane Road, he just came back and he was telling me that the JPS men, they are working flat out. He said they work like from 5-6 in the morning to like midnight. He explained that to me. They are working flat out to bring back light to the rest of St. Elizabeth. Kareen, welcome. How you do? They're working flat out to bring. He said they work until late in the night. So we still have a far way to go. But what I don't understand with Flow and Digicel, what is going on with their cell towers? Because their cell tower, the reception still, would I think that them cell tower region. Yes, Delhi is my very good friend, you know. Cell tower region. So especially Digicel in a parity can barely get through to anybody around it. The Lime phone them, I find, tend to do a bit better. But when you have Digicel, especially when you're on the down on the coastline, down a party there from Windad to Load, it's hard to get anybody upon there in Digicel. You have a better. Mine too, from he was 11 inch. Okay. So it's about our community getting back an economy where people can get back on them foot, start make a little money for slowly build back themselves. Because I not like when Pedro Keys or South Bank and so on was bustling with fish and lobster. We don't pardon me. We don't have that luxury anymore. So, but we're going to take and take our own time, get along. But we politician them, We just left on our own, and the people, my hope is for Jamaica people prioritize themselves. We have give politicians enough of our time and our service. It's time that we prioritize ourselves as a people. It's time that we want good for us and our children. The handout, the little handout, because this is why government no care about more and the little food we wanna get in a Melissa. Because the amount of zinc and plywood and something where they are worth. The government should have those things distributed to the people. Me hear say the soldier them a St. Elizabeth do a good job as well of putting on back people's roof. If you buy your roof and so on, and you can contact them down alone, and the whole bus of soldier will come and then will assist you to put on back your roof. But government, you have a lot of those things pan wharf put down. People see them pan the zinc, plywood, two before. Get them out into the communities so the JDF can help these people to get them roof back on. So the best friend Dana have to come out and come quarrel over our barrel where Darrell Vaz look like him a rustle through them like mongoose looking for chicken and egg. But the woman said Darrell Vaz didn't take picture. Darrell Vaz, because they know all your teeth, you know. They know all your finger nimble and all your finger fearing and stickish. So the people them take picture. Darrell Vaz, at them say they take picture, you know. Check out the news from Rent Abroad. Increase in property value. Yes, property value increase in a sense. I want me see it in the Gleaner. Yes, a Gleaner are over the nasty girl there. A Mulvine a revenge. Me see it. I saw it this morning when I was going through the news this morning. Because sometimes I go through the papers them before me come out of bed. A morning time. But I saw let's go tackle Bert Samuel and Calder this morning because we can't left them for later on. Because I fed up a Calder and the whole of them people that were the chatting. Because one thing make me fed up of these people, yeah? You never see a big lawsuit a go on. And these civil society like NIA jump on the whole of them be part of these lawsuits. They can be a part of these lawsuits against the government. So the talking shop, you know the talking shop going in is an engineered criminal gangster gun running criminal element situation being placed upon the poverty stricken citizen. To have such an organized must have an upper class. This is what I say, Karine, crime in Jamaica is not a poor people thing. Crime in Jamaica is crime in general is a very expensive thing. Or the level of crime in our country, it's hugely expensive and organized. And poor people picking it can sponsor them something there. Hold on, let me see if I find court should control budget. There's a rift between the judiciary and the government over money, but from what you may not pay attention to Brian Sykes anyway. Because I don't like when the judiciary sounds so political. Hold on there. Hold on. What happened to Matthew Samuda? Anybody see Matt? That little white boy from London. Anyone seen him? Because from where the Darrell Vaz attack on water and light. You don't notice it? So from where the Darrell Vaz attack on water and light. So we don't know what happened to the little boy there. Anybody know can tell us, please? How the article there again? National Solid Waste Management Agency receive more money to clear Hurricane Melissa debris. St. James Church for Dr. Gavin Myers appointed head of NIA. Them lucky. It's just a talking shop. It's just a talking shop. Jeanette called her she on her knives. But yeah, property price in a sense, we probably talk about that tonight. But it's not a surprise. Anyway, it's really not a surprise. Hurricane St. Elizabeth Council warned Melissa victim could be left behind as government shift to voucher system. Over my girl lady there, over Malvina. Hold on. But this Tesha Miller trial, you may find it soon get through out of court. Not to go deal with Apka Fitzhenley, you know. I mean, if you tackle him this morning, but Apka Fitzhenley can't dribble me right, you know, because I don't like the dribble mouth people them. Hold on there. Me not ever find the article now, but me see the article about St. Elizabeth. But it don't surprise me. It would have always been a part of the plan to make sure Blue Mountain Coffee Festival. Yes, property demand in St. Elizabeth on the rise. Real estate board. Because what I told you is that all of these people are going to want to come in and buy up land in St. Elizabeth. Let me see if we can, in closing, whiff quickly through this article because it's about 3 paragraphs. Hold on. The real estate board said there is an increased demand for property in St. Elizabeth following the widespread destruction caused by Melissa. The Category 5 hurricane destroyed countless facilities and damaged the roof of numerous buildings, primarily in the western end of the island on October 28 last year. Chair of the board, Andrew James, says investors are hoping to cash in on the planned redevelopment of the Breadbasket Parish. Meanwhile, Mr. James says, buyers are asking more questions than before about the resilience of property lists for sale on the open market. James wants to see a revision of country building code. Andrew James, chairman of the real estate board. Yeah, not surprising.
In terms of persons asking about properties in St. Elizabeth and so on, because they think that they will be able to get a good deal now.
When I hear the audio,
the prices increase, they'll benefit from that increase. So there are people who are expecting some great deals now because of what happened.
Because hear what it is. Because the land is decimated now. Because the land is decimated now, the land value, because of the way how everything looks at St. Elizabeth, the land value is depreciated. After the land has been cleared and the rebuilding starts, the land price will be appreciated and skyrocketed, securing you a good deal of equity. Profit. So they might line up and they might go play psychology pan if we sell what we don't have for cheap. Our government all we and take what they say for them for free. Well, let's see where the new St. Elizabeth goes. I'm open but skeptical.
Is to find out, hey, any good deals in properties because they hear about all the work or the improvements that will be made. And so they want to purchase the land now so they can take advantage of what is to come. Jamaica is still a preferred destination all around the world. Despite all what is happening, people still want to get a piece of the rock. Well, one thing I'm for sure, a number of persons, when they're looking at properties now, they're asking the questions. So they'll ask about the type of roof, they want to know in terms of drainage, the glass, if it is hurricane resistant. So yes, the questions are coming now, more than ever before. Well, pretty much most of the houses that have been built in Jamaica, they're somewhat, in terms of the structure is good. However, people are more paying attention now to the type of roof. The type of roof is important and how it is safeguarded to the structure, supported. There are new buildings being built, and of course, these developers are ensuring that the properties are hurricane proof in terms of.
Are you talking about, Mr. James, place like NHT and HAJ? You're not talking about those places, are you? Because if you're talking about those places, you're going to have to look at the calamity on a wicked and thief.
Of some of the windows are category 5, they're ensuring, because that's what is required at this time. I think basically what might happen is that we might look at the building code again to ensure that all the boxes are ticked where that is concerned.
To the people of the disaster zone, do not sell your land because of fear. You're at environmental risk anywhere in the country you already be. You are on the highest point or the lowest point, in the middle, at the end, anywhere you're there in the country, you're subjected to environmental disaster. Landslide, earthquake, flooding, tsunami, all of them. We're all subjected to all of them. All right? Don't sell on a land out of fear. Don't sell on a land out of desperation and destitution. I've warned you that in a disaster zone is an investor's hotbed. Disaster zone or investor's hotbed, because when a disaster struck, property depreciates in value. Property depreciates in value. After the rebuilding, property prices skyrocketed. Therefore, you have a large lump of equity sitting on. Unite, says Marcus Garvey, or perish. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning on the Global TV Group. It was your program, The At a Glance. Remember to hit the like button before you exit the program. You know what's wrong with a finger, and look like a finger and like in a problem. But anyway, never mind. The battlefield work continues. And if you don't see the PNP them, touch them on them shoulder and say, oh, you know, say things still are going out there? Yeah. Things still are going. Yes, Oprah is one of them hawk, them disaster zone hawk as well. She's one of them junker will love the dead meat in a disaster zone. But join us back this evening for the people's point of view. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So that's a fly and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and crime and do the righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah. And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, save all people.
And we love Jah. We love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
We love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, save all people.
Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I and I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down, war and crime.
Fight down, war and crime.
Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah.
Jah
And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, preserve all
And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, preserve all
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
Jah Rastafari.
Jah Rastafari.
Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.